What are you doing?
Is that good? One more? Is that good?
Hey, I can help.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of Sailing Spyridon. This is the story of a family who sold everything and bought a sailboat. Our mission is to learn together, to spread love and kindness, and to explore the world around us. And of course, we're going to share boat maintenance and how to build or fix things.
Hello.
We will share our boat projects and crafts that we do along the way. This is our home, and in it, we plan to build a foundation for traveling education, so our son and our audience can see how beautiful the world can be. And please don't forget to hit that notification button and the subscribe button, that way you don't miss any future episodes. And check us out on Instagram for some more day-to-day action. Thanks for stopping in, and we hope you enjoy. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Sailing Spyridon, and welcome to Cove Landing Marina, located in Old Lyme, Connecticut. This marina is very special to us. Many years ago, John and his dad used to come to this marina with their boat, and now we are here with our son, and we're going to be doing some big projects here. Sadly, the owner that John's dad had known many years ago had passed away recently, and his family inherited this property. They packed up their home in Charleston, South Carolina, and moved here to take over the family business. The whole family, including 3 teenagers and 2 adult kids, helped out with the property, and they did a wonderful job making sure that we were taken care of. The property was clean and beautiful. And if you find yourself in Connecticut and you need to get boat work done, we highly suggest coming to Cove Landing Marina. Once you are here, you will find that they have a full kitchen and bar. Their bathrooms are clean and well-sized, and their laundry is free. They also have floating docks and a mooring field that is filled with fish. In this episode, we are doing our bottom job, and this is where we discover 175 blisters. This is the first time that we've done a project like this, so if there's anything that you recommend, feel free to leave it in the comments below.
There, turn it on.
Thanks, kiddo.
Yeah. Now what?
All right, we are pulling in to Hamburg Cove Marina, where they are going to haul us out. So
Yep, we're gonna get on water.
we're gonna get out of the water.
Yep.
And we're gonna be able to do our bottom work. Here we are.
And Mom's gonna meet us here. She's gonna drive here.
Mama's gonna meet us here.
And I'm gonna watch now.
Hopefully she's already here. I sent her the address. I haven't heard from her, so I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully she's here.
And she is. She told me when we meet her here that she will give me Netflix.
Okay. So it's pretty tight in here. Can you hold the camera and pay attention to what you're actually filming? Film what we're doing, okay?
So here right now we are trying to get out. And it's a very tiny one. Oh, Mom's there. Yep. See Mom.
Here, sit up on that winch handle so that they can see.
And see that big blue thing right there? You can't really see it. You'll see. And that's what they're gonna pick us out of. Right there.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
basically, those might just be.
See, I'm that tall on top of Mom's shoulder. I can just get up there like that.
Basically, what happens is the water goes in through the laminate, through the gel coat, starts to eat the laminate, not eat the laminate, it gets absorbed into the laminate. It starts to, the water starts to mix with the resins and stuff and break it down. So you pop these and open them up, and it'll be like little dry fibers. Grind them off.
So what we do is this right here, with my understanding anyway, I'm done. I'll come in here and I'll cut this away and then I'll grind out.
Yep.
So you make a section about that big around it and you'll dish it, the whole thing, and then you'll lay a couple pieces of fiberglass in there and then fill it and paint it. Yeah.
That sound right?
Mom, come on, get me out there.
You have to wait until the boat moves.
You can do, I would do all the big ones. Worlds actually feel the bottom, moisture meter, and it tells you how dry your laminate is. And you can figure out when to coat it, because to strip all this down now without going through the drying process, whatever money and time you spend on applying any of the barrier coats or anything else is a waste.
Bend your knee a little bit.
It'll come right back.
So you got to screw.
So you got to go all the way, or deal with the big blisters and know you're going to end up with those little ones in time. How long are you guys cruising for?
5 years.
In 5 years to the deck.
Yeah.
Deal with the big stuff.
Yeah.
Keep after them.
So
you don't even have to
find that out when
these.
you
You don't
find
even-
out how long the big stuff.
These really you don't even have to go so far as to add laminate. You can. I mean, laminate just matte.
Yeah.
You know, repairing a Corvette.
Yeah.
And then that you can just use an epoxy material.
How long does it take for it to dry out? As you
To dry out, it depends on how much you cut and how deep the blisters are.
so the more you cut,
these
the
are
shorter
shallow,
the drying.
the drier it is. So you don't want to cut it to the point where you end up having to add laminate. It just gets hard and expensive. So that's the compromise is time to dry it. Then you go through. You have to.
Can you accelerate the dry?
You can accelerate the drying process. It's a tenting process where you basically block the boat on a big sheet
So
of
you can't
plastic.
do it there.
No.
That or
No, conceptually you're doing the same thing, but you cut the whole thing off, tape it right to the water line, a couple of dehumidifiers in there after you cut the bottom, and try and suck it dry. It's counterintuitive, but while you're going through that process, you actually want to wash the bottom with a soap and water based solution, just mild soap and water, because every time you're starting to pull moisture back out of the hull, what happens is that it gets like a scab, or the moisture comes to the surface and then it kind of dries and
inhibits the
cures,
drying.
and it inhibits the drying process. So you got to continue to watch
So
that
would
go
it be
off.
better off just like wiping it with like acetone? Because that'll actually suck.
It'll help. Yeah, it'll help.
It's-
So depends on how these are going to be deeper.
Yeah.
These are going to you're going to get in 8 inches to the hull. You know, these are all melted and stuff. It's probably just into the gel coat and just touching the laminate.
I'm probably not gonna get too
No, because
bothered
you'll-
over the little ones.
No, and that's why I'm
I'm
saying
just gonna
like
take care of the big ones that I think are gonna be a bigger problem.
these will get to be a big problem. So
Yeah.
you know, mark all these once it's once it's washed, you'll really be able to see them, especially in the sun when it's different times of day. You look down the side of the hull. I'll
tell you what,
about it. They go circle them all out. You can watch, you know.
What's the tool for scraping?
It's actually a planer. It's actually designed. It's a handheld planer. It's specifically designed.
Well, I got 2 or 3 of them.
Well, those are different.
No, it's not
different-
Not yeah. This is a handheld.
That's
It's a
what I
it's a cutter head with instead of having like planer blades,
What are they ground? What are they
they got little small teeth that are super tight together and overlapping. So your cuts are perfectly consistent because the boat's
Yeah,
I
there.
just like the color of it.
If you get the wrong guy driving the machine,
We're gonna place it after
you end up with
Oh, we are?
I don't know.
Hillendale. Now you're fairing the entire boat in the process of trying to get it all fair again. So yeah.
Placing now or after lunch. Well, yeah, I'm gonna end up. I gotta block off this one, these two. I have to remember to go inside.
Okay.
I'm putting a water maker in,
Oh,
and that's gonna go because I took the forward head out,
Yep.
and now it's just a shower. So I only need I only need a over. This is my sump for the shower.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't need two. It's
freaking
200
50
square
foot.
feet.
These 50-foot Benetos. Some of them have 4 freaking heads.
I know.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You know my freaking shit tube is in that boat.
Right.
Oh man.
I've been doing this for a long time now. I've taken all these boats apart, so I'll help you. Come on.
Awesome. Thank you.
So I gotta fix my
And
cutter.
all the right guide, all the right coatings and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yes, first.
Hey, look at that. That zinc isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But this one's about done. So is this
You're
one.
missing your block.
I know. It came off. I need a new one. It came off a long time ago. You like this?
Yeah.
This is from. It did cut it though, even
Good
broken.
job, bro.
Oh, it's still on there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
That's from Galveston.
Freaking Galveston.
Yeah, that's Galveston fishing line. See this right here? This little bastard dragged me 500 yards to his boat. We wouldn't drop it. Some Asian dude didn't speak a lick of English, didn't have a radio on his boat. Tried radioing him, tried telling him to drop his lines. He was dragging right in front of the channel. But he came at the channel this way, right? And I'm way back here. So he's coming at the channel this way, he's in front of me. And then last minute he turns and I see his boat list. And I'm like, oh fuck, he's dragging lines. And so I stopped the boat, put it in reverse. Well, he must have started over here and was doing a loop like this.
Around.
His line, his
Right in
rig was
front of the
already
channel.
behind me. Right in front of the channel, and I backed right into his freaking lines. They got tangled up, and he's pulling his lines in. I'm trying to get him on the radio. Nothing. Didn't stop. Dragged me to 15
scary.
feet of his boat, and I finally had to call the Coast Guard. He still wouldn't drop his lines.
Yeah.
But now all the little,
puddles will live
now all the little shrimp can live in those barnacles and eat the barnacles. For their own
Do a
food.
nice clean long streak for me, baby.
She's cleaned up. Now they're moving her. Gonna put her in her home for the next few weeks. Although we found lots of blisters and dead stuff, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get it all done in 2 weeks. But alright. That looks pretty good. So, is my understanding correct that we want these to be on bulkheads or as close to them as we can? I'll stay right here. Yeah. Yeah, you look pretty even.
Okay.
Today's 31st.
No, like the day of the week.
It's a Monday.
Monday. All right.
No, yes.
Awesome. We got the rest of the week. This is great. I don't really do that much of that stuff no more, so it's easy.
I don't know what spacing you guys need for these, but
I think, well, it don't matter. We can do 8.
so
No problem.
I know she's about 22,000 pounds. So
Yeah, oh yeah. 6 we do, but 8 is just fine as well.
yeah. So yeah, the last, this really is a bulkhead here. There's another one that's like way back here, but right.
I mean, I'd be happy with one. Where was a rate?
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah, 6 or 8.
it's up to
Busy
you.
kind of shot.
Watch out, Bub. Back up. This is new stuff for me.
You want 6? 6, you want to go 8? 6 and then 1 forward? Feet forward? Is that what you want?
You actually
Come here. No, come here. Give me a hug. What?
My 20-year-old's like this. Richard has warned me not to fight with you.
Yeah. There.
With day 1 complete, we enjoyed some delicious grub at a local Mexican restaurant with our dearest friends and family. Initially, we were told we could live aboard our boat, but then I think they saw our child and was a little scared about liability, so we ended up spending the next 2 months with our friends Justin and Kaylee. Bless their hearts for taking in an entire family and lending us a car to take to and from the marina each day. John, Justin, and Kaylee have been best friends since they were kids, and honestly, we love them, and it was so fun to be able to be with them in this time where things were crazy. Every morning, we would wake up very early and head to the marina. We would make our cup of coffee and then breakfast, and we would sit outside in their little patio area and talk about what the plan for the day was. The plan for day 2 was to wrap the boat in plastic. We did this to contain the paint dust from sanding, but also acted as a dry storage for when the weather was a little bit rainy. We were able to store all of the things underneath it. We also tied a line from the bottom of our swim ladder around the boat and around the outside of the plastic to keep the plastic from lifting with the wind. Let the sanding begin.
You're what? I'm touching it. So I'm grinding out all of these.
Extra speak up, just saying.
So we found some blisters. So I'm grinding them out so we can repair them. There's a bunch of these little guys, but we're not gonna worry about those little guys that much. We're gonna worry about these big guys. The oozing ones. See that? Yeah. Here. So we're gonna grind all those out.
Do them again.
Anyway, we're gonna grind all these out. I've got them all circled and marked. Then we're gonna lay up a little bit of fiberglass and some epoxy filler stuff. And then sand it all down and sand the rest of the bottom, and then we're going to bottom paint it. Unless I find out some more information. We're currently in the research mode. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of the hot mess we got going on here. So, but I did find out an interesting thing. Our hull is like over an inch thick. Like it's like from there to there thick. It's really thick hull. Really, so they weren't joking when they said that like the thinnest part of this hull is 3/4 of an inch thick. Like over there by where the through holes are, it's real thick. It's real thick. Yeah, it's every bit of an inch, if not more. Kind of impressive.
Well, happy sailing.
It's not sailing, this is grinding. I'm grinding, Megan. That's what we're doing. We're grinding today.
Alright, now that we're finished grinding out 175 blisters, it was time to dry them out. So every day, several times a day, we would wipe them down with acetone. And then we would mark the blisters according to if they were still weeping or not. Some of them stopped weeping earlier than other ones, so we made templates with the fiberglass until it was ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah. What was that?
I said you gotta give the people what they want. They want booty bits.
Alright, let it rip, John. Okay.
You're welcome, folks.
What you doing, Daddy?
Gonna get itchy. Itchy, scratchy. So we are gonna fill in all of these little pucks here that we ground out. And Chris, well, it's not that I don't disbelieve him. He thinks that because they're not all that deep, that we can just fill them with thickened epoxy. And I think I'll feel better about putting some structure in there. So comment below, because I want your opinions on this, whether I should have just filled it with thickened epoxy or the fiberglass was the right way to go, especially considering this might not be a permanent repair. But we're going to fill in all these pucks and then sand them down and smooth it out before we paint the bottom. So I'm making templates. So this is our number 1 template. We're going to go around and see which every single one of these pucks that the one template will work for and write 1 next to them. And then we're going to go on so on for. A lot of these are pretty similar sizes, so hopefully that'll save us from having to make 175 different templates, because that's how many holes we have to fill. So much fun. Also, if anybody ever wants to come join us to help for free on any projects or anything like that, just comment below or DM us with your personal phone number, and we'll let you know when we're in your area doing any projects.
Alright, so our testers are done. How do you feel about it, John?
I really don't know. So I mixed in the colloidal silica or whatever it's called. I mixed in the silica in here, and I don't think I'm going to do that I'm going to do another one tomorrow without doing that, because when you don't have the thickener in it and you lay it on there, you can actually, it makes the fiberglass clear. You can see right through it. When you have all the air bubbles out and you have it laid in nice, you can see it, it's clear. But when you have the thickener in, the stuff, the epoxy itself isn't clear, so you can't see through it. So it's hard for me to tell whether I got all the air bubbles out. I feel like I have. I'm not seeing any kind of thing that's telling me that I didn't. But again, I don't really know, and I have limited experience, so really hard to assess.
That's a wrap.
I can't get in there with a roller, so.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So it is Monday, Labor Day weekend.
We are gonna do some more fiberglassing. We did some trial pieces yesterday, They actually look pretty good this morning. Everything seems... I couldn't pick the edges with my fingers, so I don't know. It seems like they're stuck pretty well. I am going to go probably do a little bit of research this morning, kind of figure out what to do with to make the filler, just to smooth everything out, what the right mix ratios are, and see if I can educate myself a little on that. And then we're going to do some fiberglassing and finish plugging our holes, although we still have quite a few weeping blisters. So before we get really started in our repairs, we have to go through with acetone and wipe all the blisters out so they can continue to drain.
We'll mark them so that we don't fill those ones in, and we know.
Because if we fill them and they're still weeping, then they're going to delaminate, and then it'll be a waste of effort. We got to make sure they dry out completely first.
But that's it. That's what we're going to do. Wait, okay, go ahead.
So, today Mom and I are painting shells, you can see it. That's why all of them, the bottom are flipped up. And got Mama. Okay, and I'm painting the brush of this one orange to make it pretty. And I'm going to do a bunch of other designs with it. See? Kind of getting messy here. So, hi. Welcome back to Pretty Show Painting.
Do what?
To Pretty Show Painting.
Hey, stop that. You're making a mess. Not needed.
So,
That's for rinsing your brushes out? That's that.
so, I got turquoise blue now.
Good morning. So, today's the day that we finish up our painting, and tomorrow morning we will be back in the water. So this morning I'm starting us off with some refried black beans and eggs, and then I'm going to use some of these guacamole chips to dip for breakfast. And say good morning, Captain Sea Monkey.
My name is Tiger Shark.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Good morning. Say good morning, Tiger Shark. How's it going? How do you feel about today?
Good. Every time I run, they're just going on like, jump through the portal.
Jump through the portal.
Jump through the portal.
Skirt! Anyways, we're pretty excited to put our boat back in the water.
Yeah, because after that, Mom and Dad are gonna take a few days off. I've got a lot of plans for that.
Oh yeah, what are your plans?
Well, some of my plans is we can go to just in Kaylee's and stay there for a night or two.
No.
And you can play more kickball, and we can go to
We're gonna
Camden's
stay on our
house.
boat, baby. We're gonna give Kaylee and Justin some space.
What
We've
about
been over there for a
Camden's?
while.
What about Camden's?
Oh, the starts? I don't know. They got busy lives too. But we can go to playgrounds. We can go on an adventure.
Yeah, and we can play more kickball.
We can play more kickball. Anyways, that's our day. And we're going to get started. And I'll update y'all in a little bit. See you later.